Alright, so I haven't made a haul video in a while. It's been probably, I don't know, almost a month. And I've collected, 12, 13 movies, something like that over the last little while. And I just figured I would sit back and chat it out, the movies that I got. A couple of them are just upgrades from DVD to Blu-ray, including this, Triple X with Vin Diesel. Not my favorite Vin Diesel movie. I think I already talked about this a little bit in one of my haul videos, but it's not the most memorable thing ever made. This was his foray into his own action franchise. He was trying, he tried with Pitch Black and Riddick. That never really made it big. Like, yeah, people know about Riddick, but it's not Fast and Furious. And same with Triple X. He really tried to make this his own Mission Impossible style franchise, and yeah, it did not go well. And then they had Ice Cube in the sequel, and he came back like 15 years later, and it was just way too late. This one movie, though, is fine. It's like a good background action movie to throw on when you're doing something else. It's nothing you want to just give your full attention to. It reminds me a little bit of Transporter and that style of filmmaking where it's just bombastic, quick cuts, lots of explosions. Ugh. Curse of Chucky. I didn't really want this, but it was like $2. And I wanted to rewatch it. I haven't seen this in probably almost 10 years. This was where I just started to fall apart, and they had to end up rebooting it, and I never watched the Chucky show. It looked so terrible and woke and sloppy, but this was just the beginning of the end. They had Brad Dourif's daughter playing the main character, who's, like, is her name Fiona Dourif, I'm pretty sure, and she's, like, paralyzed in a wheelchair in a mansion, and you've got a mom and her kid and the husband, but she's lesbian with the babysitter. It's like, what is happening? This movie's just fucked up. And I never really liked the Chucky redesign. I was never a fan in this, and the sequel, whatever the sequel's called, I completely forget. But this was, like I said, beginning of the end. I upgraded it. So I got Employee of the Month on full screen for Christmas, and I felt I gotta upgrade this. It's not too many opportunities to upgrade a movie like this that I enjoy. Most of the time I just end up sitting on it and keeping the DVD, but with this I needed the Blu-ray, so I bought it for like $22 or something, and it was worth every dollar. It's even got the slipcover. But this is just the best comedy from my childhood that I can remember. Like, I love a lot of other comedies, Dumb and Dumber, all that kind of stuff, but this was just the one. And even rewatching it, I've rewatched it a few times in the last couple months since getting it, and just holds up so well. And I wish Dane Cook didn't vanish, because he was quite funny there for a while. He made this slew of good comedies, and Dax Shepard was hilarious in this. And Jessica Simpson, you can tell, she talked about it in an interview, she had no idea what was going on in this movie, so her puzzled look throughout was pretty accurate to how she actually felt. She had no clue what was happening. And I just think the chemistry between all these actors, it's just great. Like, their clubhouse, I love watching them just go up there and fuck around while they're supposed to be working.
I know this. We had a moment.
Aw. Well, apparently your girl's having another moment.
And later on, when you see more of Vince and Jorge's relationship.
What are you doing? There are no weapons in this mission.
They got great chemistry as well. There's not much I could say I needed to improve with this film. Like, if I was the director, I wouldn't have changed much. This is what I wanted. I can't go to a Costco without thinking about it. Office Space. Now, I don't love Mike Judge. Idiocracy, to me, is like the most Jewish movie ever made. Like, the whole premise is white people with low IQs all mated together and created these stupid human beings for the future, when we all know it would be brown people that would ruin everything. It's not us. But Office Space is a great movie. This is great. Until the last 15 or 20 minutes when, like, their office blows up and everything just kind of falls apart. But I'd say the first hour and 10 minutes of this movie I could just rewatch over and over again. When he's hypnotized and just smiling through everything, he's loving life now all of a sudden because he just stopped giving a fuck. It's very, it's rewarding almost to watch. Watch him walk back into his work, do his interview with the two Bobs, just not caring at all. He couldn't care less what happens. He doesn't care if he gets fired. He's just smiling.
Space out?
Yeah, I just stare at my desk. But it looks like I'm working. I do that for probably another hour after lunch, too. I'd say in a given week, I probably only do about 15 minutes of real, actual work.
dating Jennifer Aniston. Like, did your life peak at a better time?
It doesn't really matter. I don't like my job, and I don't think I'm gonna go anymore.
You're just not gonna go?
Yeah.
And he got it all. Ends up working that shift there at the end. He's working outdoor shift, doing construction, so I'm not sure that's like the best ending ever for his character when it seemed like he just wanted to chill all day, but maybe the hypnotic spell wore off. Hercules, Disney's Hercules. I rewatched it. Hadn't seen this probably since I was 7 or 8 years old. It's fine. Like, it's okay. I don't really know why they have black choir chicks singing in a movie that's set in ancient Greece with a bunch of white people. I digress. It's fine. It's harmless. It's not the most memorable Disney movie. It's got a couple good songs in there. But as somebody who's a huge fan of just ancient Greece and Greek mythology and all that jazz, it's nice. It's a visual treat. It's got a lot of cool visuals, and it's kind of what I watch a Disney movie for. The visuals, and in the case of a musical, I want to be able to listen to the music and not be annoyed. So that does the trick. Aladdin kind of feeds into that same narrative where I enjoy this. It's a good background movie, and Robin Williams is the genie. We all know he was great. That's one of those amazing castings of the 1990s, especially animated-wise.
10,000 years will give you such a crick in the neck.
I really can't picture anybody else playing that character. And the story of Aladdin, it's very cliche, but it's still fun to watch. This is always one that I've thrown on every now and again, and good memorable songs. Did not need to be remade into live action. I'm glad Hercules has never gotten like a direct live action remake. They did obviously make that one with The Rock we don't talk about, but in this case they remade this movie almost scene for scene with Will Smith as the genie, and I don't know who decided that was a good idea. There's a reason nobody watched it, but this original one, it'll go down in the annals of time. 4 Weddings and a Funeral. I don't hate this movie. It's probably weird because it's a movie for females, but this was always on in my house when I was growing up. My mother really liked this movie, so I was always just kind of tuning in. It almost felt like a TV show to me because I'd always just see it every here and there, and what's Charles up to? Really, it's just a 2-hour movie. It's a good one, and they always make him a simp in his movies. He's always so simpy, and I don't understand. He's not like that in real life. I know he's playing a character, but I don't think Hugh Grant would be too much of a simp. I think he's probably got enough action going on. He doesn't need to be going all in for one chick that barely acts like he exists 90% of the time. But Jonathan from The Mummy's in it. I forget the actor's name. He's quite entertaining. It's, I wouldn't say it's a must-watch, but I enjoy it. Hot Fuzz. Steelbook. I didn't need this. Obviously, I already own it, and I've owned it for over a decade on DVD, Blu-ray, all the above. In the case of this, though, this was just like I've been going to the store consistently for years, and the last few weeks I've walked in and this has been there, sitting at the front, basically asking me to buy it. So I finally just caved and bought it. I'm probably never unsealing it. I'll never watch this version, but I just want to own it to feel better about myself. This is one of my favorite comedies ever made. I think this is top tier. I was talking about Employee of the Month. This would be in my top 5 from my childhood. I watched this on repeat constantly. The casting's great. It's a great follow-up to Shaun of the Dead. Obviously they're not connected, but they sort of are. Same comedic timing, same cast, same people, same, premise for the most part. The comedy is what you're going there for. In the background, this just happens to be this 90s action movie, basically. It's even got Point Break and Bad Boys 2 references in there, which is kind of what they're going for, is that type of bombastic action movie.
By the power of Grayskull. Point Break or Bad Boys 2?
Which one do you think I prefer?
No, I mean, which one do you want to watch first?
And even has Timothy Dalton playing an amazing villain in a movie that he didn't need to be amazing in, but does that guy ever give a bad performance? No. Even in Toy Story, he's fucking showing everybody else up with his dialogue. He's always been amazing.
Mr. Skinner, do you mind telling me how you know the identity of the persons involved?
You know how it is? News travels fast.
So that was amazing casting, putting him in here. That changed the game. And they love putting those old James Bond actors in these Three Flavor Cornetto trilogy movies, don't they? This is a must-watch. You have to see this at least once. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you, man.
Where's Lurch? He's in the freezer.
Did you say cool off?
No, I didn't say anything, actually.
Shame.
There was a bit earlier on that you missed when I distracted him with the cuddly monkey, and then I said, playtime's over, and I hit him with the peace lily.
You're off the fucking chain!
Monsters vs. Aliens. This is just fun fluff, you know, like it's not up there in my top tier of action movies, animated movies, especially from that era, from like 2000 to 2010, 11. This is in the medium range. It wouldn't be up there with Shrek, Finding Nemo, Toy Story, those types of movies. It's still very entertaining though, and the cast was really good. I'm not the biggest Seth Rogen fan, but he's hilarious as Bob in this movie.
I forgot how to breathe. I got him, you guys. I got him. Don't worry, I won't let go. I'm wearing him down. I'm happy now, Derek, without you. It's over.
And Reese Witherspoon's fine. I've always had a crush on her. And Will Arnett's in it. It's got an overall good cast there. I've always been interested with these characters, and I kind of wish we got a sequel. It just never did well internationally, so they didn't justify, like, we're going to make another one of these. It's unfortunate. Instead, we got a bunch of short film things that they'd released to DVD, and it was never the same. I just wanted a follow-up sequel with these characters. Kiefer Sutherland as the general. I wanted more of it. But this is fine. This is a good watch every couple of years type of movie, and you know, it's fine. I probably won't watch it anytime soon. I rewatched it. And that's kind of how I feel about Over the Hedge. I'd only seen this once or twice when I was a kid. It really wasn't one of my animated, because we had a collection of DVDs. You know, there's like Flushed Away, Shrek, stuff like that. This was never one of them. I never had a huge affinity for this movie. And even now, it's fine. It's funny. It's got its scenes. I think Hammy's hilarious. And RJ's funny, but I've just never found Vern funny. I just haven't. The actor they have for him, I forget his name every time. Some really Jewish name. He's not funny, and kind of ruins it for me because I always picture Vern sounding different than what he sounds like in the movie. It just takes me out of it. That's just a me problem. But it has Nick Nolte as the bear. Like, this has got a really loaded up cast. Bruce Willis. It's like, holy shit, wow. William Shatner's in it. So, and Eugene Levy, so I'd say check it out if you haven't seen it. You probably have all seen this. It's got so many memorable fucking scenes in it, like when thank you when he burps.
Come here, Hammy, come here. You are a genius, my boy.
Oh, thank you.
Or the Exterminator dude, just that guy is just an utter clown. Thomas Hayden Church, that dude's a clown in this movie in a good way. But that cop elbow dropping the girl there, that's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in an animated movie.
Sing with now, sing for the year, sing for the left, sing for the tear.
Alright, we're down to the last couple here. I'll talk about this first because I've never seen it. Rosemary's Baby. This is on my must-watch list. I might have already bought it somewhere. I feel like I have it, but I do not. And I do have a few other movies here I guess I could talk about, but I've never seen them, so it almost feels pointless, but we'll do it anyways. So yeah, Rosemary's Baby. You know, we'll see. I've heard so many good things about it. I feel like it's going to be like Psycho, where I waited too long, and all of that hype and anticipation will just kind of leave me underwhelmed regardless of how good the movie actually is. You ask anybody about this, they're like, it's the top 5 horror movie ever made, man. Like Tarantino said it was the best movie ever, I'm pretty sure, one of them, so I'm going in with medium expectations. I'm not expecting the greatest thing ever, but I love the premise of a girl giving birth to the devil. It's very scary. So we'll just talk about these real quick. I grabbed this because it looked like 80s slop, and I think that's what I'm expecting. Black Rain with Michael Douglas. This just looks like a Cobra ripoff, and I'm excited to see how bad it is. This is going to be like a late night if I'm having drinks type of movie. I'm not watching this sober. There's just no chance. And Captain Ron, I love Kurt Russell, and I've heard a lot of good things about this because what's his dick's in this there, Martin Short. He's funny. I love him in Three Amigos, so, and Three Fugitives. And the last Blu-ray. Another one I didn't need, The Incredibles. I already own this, but the one I have had a broken case and a ripped, whatever you want to call that, cover of the movie. So I just bought it sealed for 20 bucks on Amazon. This is the, might have not even been 20 bucks because this is the UK version. It was like $17. I love The Incredibles. It's one of my favorite animated movies. It's probably top 2 or 3. They just make sturdier cases over there. Like, they feel thicker. So she said. I'm not a huge fan of Bob Parr looking like a chawed out middle-aged man, just, but I guess it beats the cover. This is pretty much the same cover I had before. Yeah, this is, come on, who doesn't like this movie? Frozone, Syndrome, Mrs. Incredible. It's very memorable. And I remember going to Disneyland when I was 4, right after this movie came out, and they had the whole park like themed to The Incredibles. So this is very close to my heart because, you know, I'm 4-year-old. I was like, oh my god, this is the coolest thing ever. Seeing Mr. Incredible, give me a high five. I'm just so upset that Incredibles 2 was so dog shit. You got people still defending that to this day. I think it was one of the worst animated sequels ever made. It was just the most bait and switch female protagonist movie I've ever seen, where he sits at home, he becomes the bitch, while she goes out and does all the manly things, because men aren't allowed to be men anymore, if you didn't know. So don't have any expectations for Incredibles 3 if you're out there and you're smart. You're going to be very disappointed if you go into it expecting this level of filmmaking, because it's never happening again. This is peak. But it also falls into that same trap as a lot of these animated movies for me, where like the last 20 minutes I've never cared. I've never liked that whole battle in the downtown area. Just, I love the first half. I would have just watched this whole movie being Bob undercover, hiding from his wife, with his friend, going bowling.
There is no water in this air! What's your excuse? You run out of muscle?
I can't just go smashing through walls. The building's getting weaker by the second. It's gonna come down on top of us.
I wanted to go bowling!
In this 1950s setting, that to me is way more interesting than some huge, you know, they got all these robots and cities exploding. Like, it just becomes Man of Steel, basically. I want a small, quiet, fun movie set in the 1950s with these characters, but it'll never happen, so I've accepted it. Might even be 60s, whatever. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you in the next video, whatever that shall be. Take care.